10 things you must know about Friends. Hello there, welcome to the Royal Palace, the place where ladies and gentlemen come to get inspired. Friends, best sitcom of all time. The lives of 6 reckless adults living in Manhattan, as they indulge in adventures which make their lives both troublesome and happening. Friends is an American television sitcom, created by David Crane and Marta Kaufman, which aired on NBC from September 22, 1994, to May 6, 2004, lasting 10 seasons. With an ensemble cast starring Jennifer Aniston, Courteney Cox, Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc, Matthew Perry and David Schwimmer, the show revolves around 6 20-30-something friends living in Manhattan, New York City. The series was produced by Bright, Kaufman, Crane Productions, in association with Warner Brothers Television. The original executive producers were Kevin S. Bright, Marta Kaufman, and David Crane. If you are new here, welcome to the Royal Palace. Make sure to subscribe our channel. Now let's find out 10 things about Friends. So let's get started, here we go. Number 1. The show was originally called Insomnia Cafe. In the early 90s, the creators of Friends, David Crane, and Marta Kaufman, wrote a 7-page pitch for Insomnia Cafe. In addition to the different title, the plot itself was quite different from what we know as Friends. For example, Ross and Rachel weren't the key relationships. Instead, Joey and Monica were supposed to be love interests. After NBC bought the pilot, the title became Friends Like Us. NBC president Warren Littlefield came up with another title that was also considered, Across the Hall. By the time they shot it, the title had switched again to 6 of 1. When the show premiered on September 22, 1994, they had finally landed on simply Friends. Number 2. The cast could have been much different. With a cast of 6 people, it's not a surprise that many different actors were considered for each role. For example, Kathy Griffin and Jane Lynch actually became friends after meeting while both were auditioning for the part of Phoebe. Both Jon Favreau and Jon Cryer were considered for the role of Chandler before it went to Matthew Perry. And Perry almost didn't get the gig either. During the 1994 pilot season, he filmed the pilot for a show called LAX 2194 in addition to Friends. The show would have been about baggage handlers at LAX who sorted aliens' luggage. Thankfully, it wasn't picked up, and Perry was able to take the Friends gig. Before the show premiered, Courteney Cox was probably the most famous cast member. She was known for many commercials plus Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark music video. The Friends producers originally asked her to play Rachel, but she requested the role of Monica because she liked the strong character. Number 3. The opening credits were shot at Warner Brothers Studio, not in New York. Don't let your NYC tour guide trick you into thinking that you're looking at the fountain from the iconic opening credits featuring I'll Be There For You by the Rembrandts. Unless you've brought your tour guide with you to Burbank for some reason. Although the fountain looks a lot like Pulitzer Fountain in Central Park, the actual shoot occurred on a Warner Brothers lot. Number 4. It was filmed in front of a live audience except for cliffhangers. Shooting an episode of Friends was a lengthy process, typically lasting 5 hours, with multiple takes per scene and 20 minutes between scenes to change sets. Still, the show was filmed in front of a live audience made up of 300 fans. And that's the way the cast preferred it. It's kind of like a test to see if the material works, if the jokes work, if the story tracks, said LeBlanc. Perry agreed, our energy just elevates every time there's an audience. So, what wasn't filmed in front of a live audience? One example is the cliffhanger in the season 4 finale, the one with Ross's wedding. At the end of the episode, Ross is about to marry Emily, but accidentally says Rachel's name at the altar. We couldn't have an audience for that, Aniston said. We always remove the audience for the cliffhangers because, obvious reasons, you don't want to spoil it. Number 5. Many people, including Lisa Kudrow, thought that Chandler was gay. Kudrow said that she was surprised to hear Perry's interpretation of Chandler at the first table read because when she first read the script, she thought Chandler was supposed to be gay. And she wasn't the only one. During the first few seasons of the show, many fans speculated about Chandler's sexual orientation. In 1997, David Crane told Entertainment Weekly, "No, Chandler isn't gay. Nor will he be gay." Number 6. The apartment numbers switched during the series. At the beginning of the series, Monica's door had the number 5 on it. The producers later realized that didn't make sense as Monica lived on a higher floor. They changed her apartment number to 20. The number on Chandler's apartment changed as well from 4 to 19. Number 7. Joey's Magna Doodle art became a job for the crew. Over the years, a few crew members were responsible for drawing on the Magna Doodle on Joey's door. But in the later seasons, it was primarily a job for Paul Swain, who was the best boy on the Electric crew. The Magna Doodle became one of the show's stars. It sat right in the middle of Joey's door, so whenever a character walked through that door, the Magna Doodle was prominently displayed. Fans became obsessed with the drawings. Swain said, they were looking for hidden meanings being given through the Magna Doodle. Number 8. Bruce Willis appeared on the show for free after losing a bet to Perry. Apparently, Perry was quite the gambler. He got into a debate with Willis while the two were making the whole 9 yards. Perry believed that the film would be number 1 in the box office on its opening weekend, but Willis disagreed. In February 2000, the film was number 1. Willis was said to appear on Friends as the dad of Ross's girlfriend and Rachel's love interest. As a result of the bet, he had to donate his earnings for the guest stint to charity. Number 9. There are Central Perk cafes based on the famous coffee house from the show. While there isn't an actual Central Perk in New York City, the fictional cafe has inspired some real ones. In 2010, Friends fan Duzin opened a Central Perk replica in downtown Beijing, which became extremely popular. Its success meant that Duzin could later afford to reproduce Joey's apartment next door. In 2012, another Central Perk popped up in Liverpool. Number 10. A real reunion isn't happening. In 2015, Cox went on The Late Showman where he asked her about the possibility of a reunion. Cox responded, "It's not going to happen." She went on to explain that it's difficult enough for the 6 of them to get together for a cast dinner, let alone a full-fledged reunion. Kaufman and Crane have similar views about a reunion. In a 2014 interview with Entertainment Weekly, Crane said, "People say they want it, and the more that we say it's a bad idea, people disagree. But I think if we actually gave it to people, there would be such backlash." So what you guys think? Is there any point did we missed? Put that in the comment section below. And suggest the topic on what we should make a video for you. If you guys like our video, then hit the like button and subscribe for more video from us. And here a bonus for you guys. The cast had a huddle before every episode. Every week before filming commenced, the cast would get together for a moment to prepare for the show. This was the moment that David Schwimmer was dreading before the finale because he knew it would make him emotional. "I started to lose it in this ritual that we had before the show," he said, "which is just a group hug, kind of get in a little circle, right before we come out. And that was the moment I was dreading for a long time because I knew that moment of just looking at everyone in their eyes, and saying have a good show, and knowing that was the last time we were going to be able to be in our little circle."